Okay, so today we're going to do an oil change and we're going to do the diff fluid as well, and the transmission. So I got everything that I need to do all that now, and I also have a new oil filter since I have the spin-on oil filter adapter from Mr. RPM Cycles, which converts it from the internal cartridge style oil filter to the external spin-on oil filter, just to make it a lot easier. So we're going to get started on that now, and we're going to do the oil first. So I'm just going to jack it up a little bit to make it easier to crawl under, but with the 32s it's actually pretty easy to get under there. So just to look at fluids in the dipstick. So the oil dipstick's right back here, and then the transmission one is right down there. So it's easier once you have the seat off and take out that rear plastic piece to get at that dipstick. So I'm just going to go down and we're going to do the oil first. So I'm just going to get that drained out. I'm just going to see where we're at on the odometer here for this oil change. So we're at 2,003 kilometers. What are we at for hours? 102 hours. So yeah, 2,000 kilometers in 102 hours. We're using this Motul 7100 Sport and Adventure Off-Road Synthetic Oil. And then the same thing that I run. I don't remember which is which. I think 80 W90s for the tranny, and then 75 W90s for the diff, or vice versa. I can't remember. I'll have to double check that in the manual. And both those are Lucas oil. Okay, got the engine oil bolt here, and it's a 19 mil. Come on, baby. Oh, shit. It looks good. The drain plug, it's got a magnet at the end of it, so just make sure you clean that off. Yeah, it looks good. We'll just clean off the magnet, which is just right there. So I'm just going to reach in and pull that off. Okay, I didn't film that because, you know, can't get my hand on there. But the oil filter's off, and I'm just going to wait till it's done draining, and then I'm just going to reach in there and spin this one on. New Wix filter is on, and now I'm just going to go put the bolt back on. The CFMoto Uforce 1000 takes 2.5 liters when you do the oil filter as well. So what I'm going to do is just pour in 2 liters, and then we'll go off the gauge from that point. Okay. We're just going to do the transmission now, and now this one, 17. Crack this open. Oh. Dirty, but not too bad, actually. Okay, we're going to do the, add the transmission fluid now. 7590 trans and diff fluid synthetic from Lucas Oil. And it's a pain in the ass with how thick it is to get it in, so I have this pump that's 200 milliliters. I need to do 6 full tubes to fill up the transmissions. Just gonna check the fluid now that we let it run for a bit. Okay, so we're all done with the transmission fluid. So yeah, it took exactly 600 milliliters. So the transmission's done, the oil's done. What we're gonna do now is just the front and rear diff, and pretty straightforward. So there's a fill bolt right there, and then there's a drain underneath. And the front takes 250 milliliters, and the rear takes 400. And we're doing 80 W90. So again, we got the Lucas Oil trans and diff lube. So it's a T55 for the fill plug, and a T55 on the drain. There we go. Oh, perfect. Front is done. Now we're just going to do the exact same in the rear. Do not attempt this at home. There we go. Man, how is that possible? Don't do this at home. There we go. Okay, we're all filled up. we're just gonna get this, gonna get the cap put back on, and then we're good to go. Okay, so we're all done, and I'm just gonna I just let it run for a couple minutes, and I'm just gonna do one last levels check, see where we're at on the tranny and the engine oil, then we're good to go.